This is the Rangers POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, in a matchup of the last two World Series winners, the Dodgers proved that at the moment here on this April 17th, they are at the moment still the team to beat. Here we go. Welcome into the Rangers POSTCAST, your team every day, and in our case, your team every single game. My name is Jeff Biggs, longtime host and reporter. Blessed to be with you on this Good Friday. Thank you for watching Locked On Sports Rangers, your destination after every single game. You can also find us on the Locked On Rangers podcast feed. That is where you will find the outstanding work of Bryce Paterick every single day. And we knew coming into this series it was going to be a great series, an intense series with great star power and just a great matchup on paper. It lived up to the hype. The energy was there. Sold out crowd at Globe Life Field. Unfortunately, the Rangers, you're not going to win if you don't score. And it was again, I talked about it last night. I was hoping for a masterful kind of vintage Jacob deGrom start. I thought Jacob deGrom delivered. He did his part. We knew Yamamoto was going to be tough. He was, but got to score. And we've talked about the offense, but they're not doing it right now, and they did not do it tonight. And on top of that, we had a very, very bizarre ending to this game tonight. I don't think I've ever seen that play happen before, but we'll get into that as well. So let's get to it. As always, we want to hear from you via the comment crew. So please jump in. Want you to be a part of the show. That's why we are live. And let's get started.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Of course, we're going to talk about the pitching duel between Jacob deGrom and Yamamoto for LA. deGrom was, just outstanding. I mean, to his credit, second pitch of the game, he was challenging Edman. Didn't think Edman was going to take him deep. I don't think the pitch, the fastball was right where he wanted it, obviously, but he didn't give up a run after that and ended up pitching 7 dominant innings with 1 run, that home run, 3 hits total, 1 walk with 7 strikeouts. So he did his part. Clearly his best outing of the season. He was great. On the flip side, Yamamoto was just good enough. He has good enough stuff where he just does not give it up. And I think part of it too is guys are still just trying to get used to him, his delivery, and you add that to a Rangers offense that is really struggling right now, and he had the advantage, and he did tonight with 10 strikeouts, 7 shutout innings, no runs, 5 hits, no walks, and the 10 Ks. He was great, did his part, and the Rangers, it seemed like early in the game, the first time through the order, he was doing a good job with mixing between his fastball and curve, talking about Yamamoto, and then on the second time through in the middle innings, he found his splitter again, and the Rangers just could not do anything. And you look at the hits. The Rangers had 7 hits, 2 of those for Corey Seager, who's playing great right now. Let me get into what I think was the turning point.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
When you don't score any runs and you have 7 hits, right? It kind of speaks for itself. But, bottom of the second, Josh Young had a 1-out double. that was wasted. But I thought the Rangers probably their best chance, or at least it felt that way. Marcus Semien hit a 2-out single. Corey Seager followed up with a 2-out double. And you're thinking, okay, they got something going here. Perfect. I mean, perfect situation for Jock Peterson. Coming up, 2 men on, momentum, struggling, facing your former team. I mean, you couldn't have scripted it any better. And Peterson hits into a 3-1 or a ground out the first to end that inning and that threat. And that was pretty much it. Props to the rookie Dustin Harris for 2 more hits in the 4th and the 7th. But that was it. Jake Berger had that strike him out, throw him out, double play. And that was pretty much it. And when that play at the end of the game in the bottom of the 9th, okay, I don't, my 30, I don't know how covering baseball, but even as a fan, I don't think I've ever seen that play. It's a weird rule, but the ball can go kind of foul like that. But if it gets back in before the bag, it's ruled fair. I don't get that. I mean, to me, if it hit foul, it should be foul. But the umpires didn't want to look at it. Didn't want to go there. Nobody really talked about it, but it's a quirky, kind of weird rule that I don't really get. And the tough thing is Josh. What Josh should have done is just ran it out first, and then stop and bring attention to it, but to beat out the double play. But nonetheless, the umps didn't want to do anything with it. It will get looked at, and they'll go over it, and we'll hear more about it later. But man, just the cherry on the sundae. Bottom line is though, the Rangers got to get their bats going. We do this every night. We do this every game. There's no way to spin it. There's no way to, no excuses. They just got to hit better. Got to start hitting home runs. They got to score. I know that. They know that. And hopefully, great matchup tomorrow with Nate Eovaldi on the mound facing his former team. Maybe Wyatt Langford. Hopefully, maybe he'll be back. I think did he hit another home run tonight? He might have. I know he got a hit in his first at bat tonight for Frisco. Maybe getting him back in will be a spark that they need. We'll see. All right, we're going to take our first and only timeout. When we come back, we're going to hear from you via the comment crew. Tough one tonight, though, for the Rangers. They get shut out by the Dodgers in the opener of this huge series, possible World Series preview. We'll see. This is the Rangers POSTCAST. All right, I want to talk to you about Upwork and what they're doing. And that is to say, if I can just get this to open, there we go. All right. Scaling your business requires the right expertise at the right time. With Upwork, you can find specialized freelancers in marketing, development, design, and more, experts ready to help you take your business to the next level. Upwork gives businesses flexibility by connecting them with top freelance talent across multiple industries, including IT, AI, web development, and marketing. So whether you need extra hands for a project or a long-term partner, Upwork makes hiring simple and affordable. It helps you find the right talent. The fast and hiring is easy. You can post a job free and simple within a day. And instead of hiring full-time, Upwork helps you find affordable, top-tier freelancers to scale your business efficiently. So visit Upwork.com right now. Post your job for free. That's Upwork, UPWORK.com, Upwork.com to connect with top talent and grow your business today. And also, one more from Supply House. If you get the supplies you need from the site made for skilled trades, Supply House, whether you're in plumbing, HVAC, or electrical work, Supply House is the reliable way to order products online. The easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to help you get the job done right. Plus, with a complete inventory offer of over 200,000 parts from 400 plus top brands, you'll find exactly what you need delivered fast from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Supply House offers expert supply, support, and industry-leading service. You'll always talk to a real person. And for trade pros looking for an extra edge, their free trade master program offers exclusive perks like a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Thousands of skilled professionals are already taking advantage. Now it's your turn. Join the Trade Master program today at Supply House and supplyhouse.com/TM and start ordering plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies with just a few clicks. Plus, you can use code SH5 for 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com. All right, welcome back to the Rangers postcast. The Rangers drop a tough one in the opener against the Dodgers, 3-0. A lot of people jumping in via the comment crew. Want to hear from you, and let's get right to it. Eli says, well, I think we have to stop saying the offense is getting better until they do it against great teams. Fair enough. Rockland Revolution jumps in, says that was a foul ball at the end. Scratch my head. Yeah. Texas Hobby Bin says we got to move Jock down in the lineup. And if he's in the lineup, we had Simeon and Seager on third and second. Yeah, I was just talking about that. Lake, how do they mess up that call so bad and not even yak to Boch? Yeah. Rockland said, Noah says, my biggest takeaway early in the game, the Rangers, in my opinion, swung for the fences too many times, trying to tie the game with a solo home run. The offense needs to play small ball more. Yeah. I mean, we've seen it with Leote with a couple of bunts this season. I think right now, with every game that goes on like this, with just the pressure and the struggle and the grind, everybody is trying to end it with one swing, and it's just not going to happen that way. Let's see what else we got. Broding Robot says bounce back in. deGrom, Kyrie says deGrom looked really good tonight. And let's see. Don Ramon says, man, this team is frustrating. And we had a Dodger fan jump in. Don Ramon says also the Berger Peterson additions horrible. Well, they're not playing well right now. That's for sure. Although looked like Berger was doing a little bit better coming out of the road trip, but he is struggling again. And so we'll see. But this is one of those things where you get a series like this, and clearly, I always say that you often hear how teams get accused. It's kind of a criticism when they play down to the level of their competition, right? Well, this is just the opposite. I mean, both teams get jacked up to play in a series like this. I mean, you come into a series like this, everybody's locked in. Everybody is just a different level. I mean, I said this before. You can't fake that. You can't fake this level of intensity and competition unless you're in it and you're doing it. And so the Rangers were locked in, sold out crowd tonight. Selfishly, and I'm not trying to be critical, I know there were some Dodger fans, but I'd like to see maybe tomorrow or Sunday, maybe hear the Ranger fans get a little louder, try to give this team a little bit of a boost, let them know, that, hey, this is a special series and this is a big moment and we got your back and, let's go, and kind of give them a lift to kind of help the offense maybe a little bit that way. But it's deGrom did his part. The pitching has just been phenomenal on this homestand, and tough to see the 9-game home winning streak come to an end. Anytime you get shut out with this offense, you're stunned. You can't believe it. And so we'll have to wait and see. To the Dodgers, to their credit, they're good, and they know how to wait pitchers out, and they got that one swing against deGrom, and then they were able to kind of break it open there against Armstrong in the ninth. Although to his credit, that was a tough infield hit error, and that just good teams like that, they just need a little opening, and that's how the Rangers will be. That's how the Rangers usually are when they're playing well. It doesn't take much for them to get an inning going or to make something happen. And they'll get there. I believe they will. But tough because they've been playing so well. They had so much momentum coming into this series with the winning streak, and would have been really, really nice to see them grab game one and really set the tone for this series. But hey, great start for deGrom, and can't wait for the matchup tomorrow with Nathan Eovaldi on the mound, and we'll see what he can do going up against Sasaki. Should be another great matchup. We'll see about Wyatt Langford. See what else Bruce Bochy might do to try to get this offense going, and I'm sure we'll have more info and more commentary on that weird ending. But not the Rangers' night, so it is what it is. Good news is they'll get a little bit of an earlier start tomorrow, and they can try to bounce back and get game 2 to even up this series. All right, hey, that's going to do it for me tonight. Love all of your comments and your support. Thank you for being with me and being a part of the show. Please continue to do so. We're going to be here after every game, and honestly, it pumps me up and gets me fired up when you guys are a part of the show. I know Bryce will have his show tomorrow, so be sure and check that out tomorrow morning, and then I will be with you tomorrow afternoon after game number 2. All right, final tonight on this Friday night. Not a good Friday for the Rangers. They get shut out by the Dodgers 3-0. Game 2 tomorrow as this weekend showdown continues. And this has been the Rangers Postcast.